Hey folks, recently there's been such an influx of cool off-roading games that honestly it's hard to keep up. I sit down to make SnowRunner video and then boom, another absolutely fascinating title pops up on my radar. And today's game? Yeah, this one is way too interesting to skip. So let's talk about Arctic Drive. Arctic Drive is built for fans of those physics-heavy, slightly chaotic but incredible immersive car survival sims. Think about Long Drive, Drive Beyond the Horizons, My Summer Car, all bashed into one title. If you love games where your vehicle isn't just a tool but basically your entire existence, this one is right up your alley. This is a first-person co-op driving survival game set on frozen, procedurally generated road trip. You can go solo, of course, or you can team up with up to 3 friends. You take the wheel of customizable off-road rig, you can park up wherever you want, you can hop out, explore on foot, and haul everything back before the Arctic night or brutal blizzards rolls in. It's basically a survival game, exploration game, and a proper off-road driving mashed into one. And when I mean a proper off-road driving game, I'll explain more in a minute. But what really grabbed my attention is that the developers recently released a devlog, and the details they're sharing are exactly the kind of stuff I love to see in the early stage projects like this. For starters, they're taking vehicle physics seriously, like actually seriously. The suspension is fully simulated, the wheel size and width also simulated. You can literally see the chassis react. You can see the body roll of the truck, and it's not a messy, arcadey way. It's more like deliberate attempt to realism. In the trailer, we can also clearly see the deformable terrain is in the game. Snow reacts, compresses, digs out underneath you. You can even have wheel spin going on. I did reach out to the devs to ask how exactly they're handling the system behind the scenes. And although I haven't got the full technical explanation yet, they told me they'd be sharing more soon. So stay tuned for that. And even though they're not there yet, the plan is to implement full torque curves, proper gear ratios, and more realistic drivetrain behavior as development goes on. For now, the torque is evenly split across all 4 wheels, and honestly, for this stage of development, that feels like the right compromise. The bottom line is the dev team is literally 2 people, and they clearly care about realism and attention to detail. You love to see it, really, don't you? Now, let's talk about the survival aspect of the game. So, in Arctic Drive, your vehicle isn't just a ride, it's your lifeline, as I mentioned before. You'll be scavenging fuel for your vehicle, oil, water, and food for yourself, even batteries, car parts, trailers, RVs, and even some ridiculous decorative items. Everything you can pick up is fully a physical object. If you can lift it, you can shove it somewhere in your car. Toss the loot in the trunk, stack crates in the back. You can even strap the gear down, which is a nice addition, especially for the SnowRunner fans. You can load up your trailer, so obviously you can hitch up and tow the trailer. And then just hope that the next snowdrift doesn't send half of your belongings down the cliff. Your trailers and RVs become proper mobile bases. You can install bunks where you can rest. You can do microwaves for your food. You can have radios, storage, and especially like heaters, so you can warm up in that cold winter. Talking about like warming up, you can even install solar panels and extra batteries to keep everything powered. If you want some help finding resources, you can mount a scanner to detect fuel, food, parts, or even incoming storms. Because yeah, weather is a huge part of this game. Dynamic snow, wind, blizzards, and a full day-night cycle. Everything is constantly pushing back against your progress. You'll need to seek shelter, manage your heaters, and keep an eye on that hunger, thirst, and your body temperature. If you mess up, you will freeze to death on the side of the road. It's unforgiving, but in the best kinda survival sim way. Now, as much as the devlog explained, I still have a ton of questions. And most of them obviously is surrounding the vehicles. Will we see diff locks? Will there be winches for recovering yourself when inevitably you bury your tires in the snow? How does the weight of the cargo affect your handling? Because if every item is physical, that could get spicy fast. And apart from snow, what other terrain types can we expect? There is some answers to be answered yet, but obviously the two developers are still early in the development stages, so I will keep you updated, that's for sure. A lot of exciting stuff still needs to be revealed, but even at this early stage, Arctic Drive looks incredibly promising, and to be truthful, I can't wait to share more updates with you as developers keep building this thing out. This was just a short preview to introduce this title, but trust me, there's much more to come. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Take care.